poetry. Yes, Eddie, right? I know this poem, again, looks familiar to you because you read it in what class? Reading. The title of this poem is I Am. As I'm reading I Am to you, again, I want you to look for what type of figurative language is being used. Okay? So it's I am a running deer. I am a soaring bird. I am a diving fish. I am a rippling snake. Woods, sky, water, day, night, night, day, I run. What type of figurative language do we see in this poem, Henry?
He's personification. He's just giving, well, like, even though the animals already are alive, he's giving that same, like, that they have, like, we have those traits. So it's kind of like reverse personification.
Not kind of, but I think there's a better type of figurative language we could identify. Thomas?
Metaphor.
Metaphor, because it's comparing the person to another
Living
thing or object, right? So I wanted to do some color coding to look at the pattern that we see. Do we see any patterns in this poem? What do we see?
I am, and then, like, what they're doing.
Yeah, I am does what throughout the poem, everyone? Repeats. It's that repeated phrase. So I'm going to color code mine just so it's a little easier for us to see.
Why are all the eyes lowercase?
It's a good question. Remember, with poetry, you have a little bit of author's craft that comes into play, kind of like with some of our literature books, meaning it's up to the author to choose how they're going to format it. But we're just kind of examining how this author wrote this poem. Okay? Now, what were you, who just shared? Did you just share? Okay. What other pattern did we say that we saw?
It says, like, it's A, has A first, and then it has what they're doing, and then
Oh, so wait, what is what they're doing called? What kind of word is that, everyone?
A verb.
A verb. Everyone say that again.
A verb.
So an action word is a verb. Okay? So we have a running deer. Right? We have a soaring bird. And we have a diving fish. Right? And then a rippling snake. Okay, so we have our animals that the person is comparing themselves to. What are these three? Wood, sky, water. What pattern are we noticing there? Micaiah?
They're all nouns.
They are all nouns.
And
It's a
also,
great
shouldn't
observation.
you just outline the rippling, diving, soaring, and running? Because deer, bird, fish, and snakes are nouns also.
Oh, excellent observation. Love it. Eddie?
I just noticed that deers live in woods, birds live in sky, fish live in water, and rippling snake in night, day.
Well, you're close. Yes, for the most part, you are correct. You're right. Deer they live in the woods, right? Birds fly in the sky. So what science word can we use to describe wood, sky, water? What are those for those animals? It's their habitats, right? Now, in the other first block, we noticed that snake isn't really paired with what? Oh, if you could find a snake in the woods, or you could find them in the water. You don't really find them in the sky unless a bird is maybe carrying it to eat it, right? I'm waiting. I'll wait. Okay, so these two, woods and water habitats, a snake could be found in both, which is why I don't think the author maybe attached a habitat to snakes. Okay? Do you notice that they go in the same order as the animal, as Eddie was saying. The habitat matches the same order as the animal. Yes? Okay. Now we have day, night, night, day. What do you think that, why would the author put that in here? What do you think? Farron?
Maybe because they do it day and night, like every second they do it.
Yeah, and then it says I run, which kind of gives us the idea that they're always doing something, right? Okay, so let's look at a copy change that we can do. Okay, we're going to do it on Mrs. Moorfield, describing Mrs. Moorfield. The other class, they did some pretty cool ideas. Let's see what you guys come up with. Okay, so we're going to title it Copy Change. Our type of figurative language is that what, everyone? Metaphor. How do we start the poem?
I
I am. So, what could we compare Mrs. Moorfield to? Animal. What do you think?
A small puppy.
Oh, okay. Why do you think?
Because you're nice.
Love it. A small puppy.
A bear. Usually.
Okay.
Or a snuggly
Then
puppy.
we have, the author writes, I am again. Whoops. I know.
I'm the same thing.
I am. How many animals do they compare themselves to?
Four.
So we have to come up with at least 4. Okay? So I am, Quinny?
A trotting horse. I was going to say the same thing.
And then we have I am, again, Rebecca.
Mystical unicorn.
Unicorn.
Not that. No, they should have a liger. Yes, a liger.
Now the author writes I am, again, so I have 1, 2, 3, how many did we say? 4. 4, so this is our last. Woo.
I should have said a liger. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, looking at our example, or our mentor text, they then go into the habitats where you can find these animals. Okay, so be thinking, how many did they list? 3. So how many should we have? 3. Okay, so what are some habitats we could list? Micaiah?
You can list the house or a rainbow.
Well, they have to go in order. Remember, they're going in order. So where are we going to say we find the puppy? Our house? Or my house? My house. Where could you find a horse?
Out in the open. In the
Okay, so we're going to put stable.
grasslands.
Stable. What about this mystical? Jaden? Jaden? No.
Diego.
Who? I'm sorry.
Diego.
Diego. I was looking at Asher though. I'm sorry. Diego.
A rainbow?
A rainbow.
A field of rainbows.
Okay. So we've listed 3. We've listed 3. Could we list one for the lion?
Yeah.
Sure. Do we have to? No. But because the lion is very different than the other organisms, here's those science terms, that we selected, I think we might need to list a habitat. Thomas, what do we think?
I mean, maybe,
What could you list for a lion?
maybe a trotting horse. It could be also, grasslands, because
You
maybe
could.
lions live in grasslands.
Ooh, we could. Okay, so it would cover both of them, right? So let's do that. Let's change stable. No, because horse comes before rainbow.
No, can we change that?
That's okay though. No, that's okay. My house. Did we say grasslands?
Yeah. we change horse to Darcy?
Yeah. Okay, now they end their poem with day, night, night, day, I run. Could we use those exact words?
Yeah, sure.
We can. So I'm gonna choose to keep those. You
should do day, night, night, day, IT.
Yeah.
I plan.
should we do IT?
Yeah. I plan.
What you do?
Then let's
IT.
change I am to I do.
5,
Yeah, that's
4, 3. Okay. So how many lines do I have?
14.
Okay. How many lines does this author have? 13.
14.
Okay. So you should have between 14 to 15 lines. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the copy change that I did on the long table for you to look at as an example. Mrs. Bradbourne and I will both have the mentor text up on Elmo color coded for you to look at. Okay. Your first task today is to try a copy change of I am about yourself.
I'm gonna do it.
Are you ready? Okay. I'm gonna